What up? What up? What up? What the fuck is up? It's a food for thought, you know what I'm saying? It's a little lunchtime build, man. We ain't playing this shit, we just going in. We ain't playing this shit, we just going in. Yo, ain't you tired of being lied to? And tired of somebody else trying to define you? Some other book or doctrine to subscribe to, tribe to vibe to, beat the ride to. First it's over here, then it's over there. Man, it smell like bullshit everywhere. As simple as a pimple, powered by the spirit of God, and the body is my temple. It's like a hand to a glove, foot to a sock. Everlasting life, it just don't stop. I was a young buck with my pop, drinking Pepsi to wash down pop rocks. Came a long way to playing on the back block with a bad attitude and a black rock. Look how it changed up. Mama made us, the ghetto raised us, now Jesus supposed to save us. Yeah, Mama made us, the ghetto raised us, now Jesus supposed to save us. Yeah. Yo, that was my shit right there. What up? Peace and love. Yo, run that shit back, man. Yo, what up, Jules? What's up? What's poppin', yo? What's poppin'? It's your motherfucking brother. Yo, ain't you tired of being lied to? Tired of somebody else trying to define you? Some other book or doctrine to subscribe to, tribe to vibe to, beat the ride to. First it's over here, and then it's over there. Man, it smell like bullshit everywhere. It's simple as a pimple, powered by the spirit of God, and the body is my temple. Yo, listen. Yo, Jules, what up? Peace and love, everybody in the room. What's poppin'? It's your motherfucking brother. We just build this food for thought. This food for motherfucking thought. You feel me? Stay right here. Stay tuned, because we going in. We going in. Stay right here. I'm coming right back at you. Right back at you. Yeah. I say it's hard not to snap. A lot of niggas got no brains, a lot of rats. A lot of niggas got no aim, a lot of gas. A lot of hood rat chicks, a lot of brats. A lot of niggas cook cocaine and hustle crack. A lot of niggas took they pain, holla back. Every leader we had died young and black. From Jesus, Kunta, Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Big L, Biggie and Pop. Who the shooters? It's my life, I like peace, I'm like Buddha. True to the game, I'll fall in love with no dame. I take a few of them things, they going straight to the brain. Pause. No time for the riffing, plotting and snitching, cousin is hot in the kitchen. They get hot in the sky before they take on the mission. But I know it's a God, I ain't hoping and wishing. 8-speed transmission, can't feel when it's shifting. They keep a Dutch with the piffin, a gun with the clipping, and shoot it out with the coppers. Some niggas running and dipping. Find me with the Tommy on the road to perdition. What? Yo, what's poppin', yo? Peace and love, yo. Peace and love. Hold up, let me send this to my man real quick, because he was trying to build with me. You know what I'm saying? But we got cut off. You know, the devil's in the details. You know what I'm saying? So look, this is some food for thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hinge this on, you know, nothing that's going on right now, because I know it's a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on. Jules, what's up, man? Peace, man. Hit me up, man. Yo, so let's talk about hair. Hair. Hair is important. Your hair is your crown. We had a bill last night. We was talking about coons, cooning, and coonery, and the self-hate that was implicated in there. The self-hate, you know, and this knowledge of self goes back far. This knowledge of self isn't something that's new age. This knowledge of self at the halls, at the temples in Kemet, in ancient Egypt, inscribed over the doorway was, man, know thyself. Know thyself. Know yourself. If you know yourself, if you have a knowledge of self, a love for yourself, of who you really are, we wouldn't do such destructive behaviors. You know what I'm saying? And we would pay attention to ourselves. Because the body Like, I went to school for hair. First off, let me give you a backdrop. I went to 3 different schools for hair. And I recently went through a very traumatic episode with my daughter where she was injured and she needed brain surgery. And I was surprised that my information and knowledge that I acquired about studying hair helped me when my daughter was in the emergency room. I actually had to school the doctors. But then when I think back to reconnect to my epigenetics, right? When you go to medical school, people who go to medical school, they teach you about, Plato and Hippocrates. You take the Hippocratic Oath. They go back to Greek and Rome. But the Greeks and the Romans studied under Imhotep, an African, who was the first multi-genius in the world. That DNA is the same DNA that coursed in my blood. Peace and love, goddess. So why can't I epigenetically tap into that ancestral memory? I can, and I did. And we all gonna do it again today. That's right. We're all gonna do it again right now. Right now. Okay? So, hair. How important is hair? You think it's just hair? It's falling out. I cut it off. I just get some other hair, put it on top of my head, right? You know what I'm saying? It's grow. I cut it, I can twist it, burn it, put chemicals in it, straighten it. It's just hair, right? No, it's not just hair. Your hair is your crown. This is your crown. And if something's wrong with the crown on your head, something wrong with your crown, something wrong with your inner kingdom. If something is wrong with your crown, this is your fucking crown. On top of that, we are the only species on this planet whose hair grows on the top of our head. Your hair grows throughout your entire life. Nothing else does that. Nothing else does that. It's because we have the highest DNA series of anything else on the planet. People, human beings in general. Now, when we talk about African descendants, even more DNA series, being as we come from the original and oldest people ever to be on the planet. So how important is this hair? Okay. Did you know that you couldn't see without hair? You need hair to see. Your pupils are made out of rods and cones. Those rods and cones are the same thing that hair is made from. So you need hair to see. Did you know you needed hair in order to hear? Inside of your ears are tiny little hairs that vibrate a fluid. That fluid transmit the signals into sound that goes to your brain and lets you hear. So if it wasn't even for hair, you wouldn't be able to hear. You couldn't hear without hair. Did you know that you need hair in order to eat?
You got hair in your hand?
No. I mean, it's hair. To your brain, your body is just skin and hair. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to look up some real, you know what I'm saying? Like radio antennas. Fucking right. Fucking right. Fucking right. Somebody's on point in this room. You wouldn't be able to eat without hair. You chew your food, right? Masticate. That's what this is when you chew. That's Caucasian, masticate. You chew your food, then you swallow it, goes down your esophagus, into your stomach. Your stomach acids turn it into liquid. Then it gets flushed through your small intestine. In your small intestine is a section called the duodenum that has these tiny hairs called villi. Those tiny hairs pull the amino acids and the nutrients out of the food and dump it into your blood. So in order for you to get any nourishment out of what you eat, it has to pass through hair. This is why when you're eating the wrong thing, I can notice just by looking at your head. Notice how somebody's overweight and bald. It just seems to go together. You're out of shape and bald, my nigga. They just seem to go hand in hand, mysteriously. We're not even putting our bodies holistically. Like, we're like, oh, it's just my hair. I put a hat on this shit. Give me a cheesesteak. Fuck no, nigga. Your crown is letting you know about your kingdom. Your crown is a direct reflection of your kingdom. Your inner sanctum. And I'm going to give you something. And this can help. This is a tool I use, you know what I'm saying, in my practice because I do hair as well. And I use this as a means to help, you know, prescribe people dietary help and, you know, just not even what you eat, but when you eat. You know what I'm saying? When you eat. So look, let me show you. And this is popping. You want to go check this shit out later. So look, we're talking about this hair and how important it is and what it is. We need to go back to the source. We need to go to the beginning. The beginning. The beginning. See, right now you're looking at 76 trillion, 200 trillion cells that make up your organism. We are cells. I am a cell, made out of cells, live off of cells, live on the cell, paid on my bail to get out of jail, my freedom paper that came in the mail. I used to back up that work on the scale, killing myself and doing what? Hold on, let me stop, because I'm going to keep going this another way. We're going to segue all out the way. So you're cells. You are cells. You're 76 to 200 trillion cells, right? But those cells multiply. Those cells reproduce themselves. So before they were to multiply, before they were to reproduce themselves, they were one cell. That one cell is called a zygote. That's what they call it, a zygote. Or the ancients called it the black dot. The black dot, that melanin crystal. That first melanin that the baby wraps around, that fetal, you call it the fetal position. That fetal position is really that compilation of cells that grew out of that first original cell, which is called the zygote or the black dot. And I'm going to show you, like, this shit is real heavy. It's real heavy. But we have to know ourselves. We got to empower ourselves. We can't be fucking with, like, this compulsory shit. Is just, why would I give you the key to your liberation? Why would I give you the tools that you need to no longer need me? So even when we look at medicine, and I want to show y'all this real quick too. I want to show y'all this, and this is important. Let me show you this real quick. The average age, watch this. The average life expectancy of a doctor in the U.S. What do you think it is? How old do you think the average doctor live in the USA? Peace and love. How Solo? How old do you think the average doctor lives to?
56.
56? Damn, that's a fucking football player live longer than that. Here you go. Watch this. Mod Hotep, sister. Peace and love, goddess. Listen. Among both U.S. white and black men physicians were on average older when they died 73 years. Somebody said 63. You was close. 73. Then lawyers, 72. This is how long they living, on average. So why are we listening to them like official? Why are we listening to them like they the official? No. We got to connect back to our ancestors, man. We got to go back to the source. We're changing what a genius is supposed to look like right now. Right now. Fucking librarian lived longer than the goddamn doctor. You know what I'm saying? A fucking librarian lived longer than the doctor. So it's not, it's not about your job. You know what I'm saying? That's not your life. That's not who you are. They want to say, this is your life. You have a life. You are life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a soul. I am a soul. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Right? So we listen to the doctor like man, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't listen. I'm not following them, as far as their prescriptions, and I'm not subscribing to that, because I know if they could do it, they would do it to themselves. They do it for themselves first. Correct? So let's get back to this first cell. This first cell, this zygote, this black dot. Now we about to go in. This zygote, this black dot, this was the first cell. Oh, fucking right. They crazy. I want to live way past 100. And see, let me touch on that real quick. They're thinking about living 100 years old, being sick and fucked up. They're thinking that they're all hurt right now and all fucked up. Don't nobody want to live 100 like that. And that's the thing. Like, nobody knows when they're going to go. You don't know when your time. So why would you pollute your water right now? Why would you damage yourself right now? Why would you not take care of your life right now? You know what I'm saying? We fuck around and be thinking this, I could die any day, or I could die whenever, and mistreating yourself. And now you end up living long, and then you got to live with that shit that you built. You got to live in this body. This is the only place you have to live, is in this body. The only place you have to live is in this body. So you got to take care of this body. You are not the body. You are the spirit, the divine spirit encapsulated, entombed in this body. This is a vessel, just like your car. You're in your car, driving your car. You are not your car. You are the operator inside your vehicle, inside your vessel. You see? So we're walking around selling our souls, literally, to these corporations, to these doctors, to these, indoctrinations, these philosophies. And the shit don't make no fucking sense when our bodies literally teach us, because our bodies are nature. Nature is our first teacher. You are from nature. Even when we go back to the ancient Africans, they had a language called the Medu Neter. The Medu Neter is where we get Mother Nature, the divine words of the Creator, that source. So we got to go back to looking at our bodies as our teachers. Your body talk to you all the time. Peace and love, God. Let's go supreme. What up? Yo, listen, we talking about cells real quick. I'm glad she's here. She's a biologist on the low. She don't even want to step in it, but she's a biologist. I'm giving it to you. You got it. So let's get back. So these trillions of cells started from somewhere. Where did they start? They started from this black dot. They call it the zygote. The zygote. Now from this first cell, this zygote sprung three tissues. Right? Those three tissues are called the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm. The ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Okay? Now, from the ectoderm, this layer of skin is like pre-skin. So you got three layers of skin: epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. These are the precursors to your epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. And it's called the ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Right? So from the ectoderm grows your nervous system. and the rest of the layers of your skin. From your mesoderm come your vital organs. From the endoderm, you can already imagine your excretory systems. Your excretory systems. Your colon, your large intestine, your small intestine, you know what I'm saying? Your reproductive system, all of that comes out of the endoderm. End. It's the end. Endoderm is the end. Meso is the middle. Ecto is the outside, exterior. Exo, ecto, exit, ect. That's the exterior, the outside, right? So all of the rest of these cells grow out of this one cell, being conducted by these 3 layers of tissue called the ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Now, I'm going to relate this to your crown. I got you. Matter of fact, first, let's see what this looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Watch this. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Give me the image, because it's going. They like to talk in ways that's just, we have to go a whole nother route. See? Ectoderm, skeleton, nervous system. Your skeleton is part of your nervous system if you didn't know. I'm saying, we're talking about your spine and all of that. Care, energy, peace, and love, man, what's popping? The mesoderm, those are the vital organs. Endoderm, inner lining of the organs, that's your excretories. See that? And I'm going to show you a diagram that's very much like this that you can use just to look at your crown to see what's going on with your inner kingdom. All right? Boom. So, these 3 layers, right? Here goes. All right, you gotta make that run. Hit my jack, man. We talk about that other move. Right. So, watch this. So from the zygote come the 3 layers. So this would be the top of the head. The top of somebody's head. That's the nose right there. It's the eyes looking out. Right, these the ears. On the top of somebody's head. This is why male pattern baldness is right here. This is why male pattern baldness happens right here. Because when you damage your ectodermic layer, anything you eat has to pass through hair. In order to get to your blood, it has to pass through hair. To your brain, everything is skin and hair. Skin and hair. So when you got somebody going bald in the front, this is the nervous system. This is the skin, the skeletal system. And what does, you're not properly hydrated. Because water conducts electricity. So we're not being properly hydrated. When it starts right here, you see it right here, and it's just like football. It'll cross this line. It'll cross the ectodermic region to go into the mesodermic region. That's the combo. Then you got the combo platter. So when it's the mesodermic area, you already know this is acidic food in your organs. These are your vital organs in the mesodermic area. See that? Then if it starts in the back, you know, you got the brothers got that little bald spot right in the back. That's your endoderm. Your endoderm is where your excretory systems are at. That lining keeps the waste from getting to your vital organs. Once it comes down, that lining keeps it in there. That's your endoderm. So this means you have colon issues. You know, a lot of us, you know, we don't even realize we're constipated. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's my brother Melanin Sage. I'm saying a lot of us don't even fucking realize this shit. And then, you know, you see people with the whole joint.
Man, they don't even realize they constipated. They don't realize.
What you saying?
I said they don't realize they constipated. They don't realize that when you eat meat, it literally sits in your intestines for 3 days, 3 whole days, because we don't have the right intestines to even digest it.
That's right. That's right. That's
then
right.
You wonder why you can't poop.
That's right.
I think it's so funny because people really question why they constipated, why they have diarrhea, why they have certain things, not realizing that it goes all the way back to the energy they consume.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And just to go in on it real quick, share with us how long you've not been eating meat, because I don't know if you started your journey that way or did you, you know,
how I started my
cultivate yourself and get to that level.
All right, so as I grew up, I became fat. Like I'll tell you my weight. Like, you know, me and my brothers, my old brothers, my Babylon brothers, you know, we used to eat all the time, eat meat, everything. Wasn't until I was about 18. That was when my spiritual awakening really hit me. I started noticing things. I was like, why am I feeling this way? Why I wake up and my stomach hurt? Why am I always constipated? Why is this stuff happening? You know, I started questioning. When I started questioning, I remember the thought that my mom had said a long time ago when I was like 7. And mind you, I'm 18 at the time. She said, I'm lactose intolerant. I was like, wait, am I lactose intolerant? Is this the reason why my stomach hurts all the time? So, you know, I cut out all dairy. I ain't really eat eggs, so that wasn't ever in the question. I ain't like them. They tasted funky to me, always. So I never ate them like that. So I cut out all dairy. Stomach was still hurting. It was still upset. Like something's wrong, you know? You start to question, like, why am I still feeling this way? I cut out what I needed to cut out. I'm still feeling bad. So, I mean, I guess I'm still putting poison in my body. So, you know, and when I say that I can't even say, I guess you could say I went pescatarian first. I tried it, you know. That was when I first dove in there. I ate fish all the time, you know, sushi, stuff like that, you know, wondering why my stomach was still hurting. And I'm 21 now, so it's probably been about 3 years since I've had meat. No, I'd probably say about 2 years, because when I went fully vegan, when I found out that maybe it's the meat that's bothering me, you know? Full vegan, you know. One day, my friend went to Wingstop, you know, got some wings and everything. I was like, I think I was like 6 months into being vegan. I was kind of curious. So, I wonder what happens if I try meat again. So, you know.
I knew you was going to say that.
I was curious, you know. I was like, well, I cut.
Oh, man, he got stuck. It was getting good. You might got to go out and come back in, bro. That's the devil right there. Dev, what's up, boy? Peace and love, man. Shout out to everybody. Same, what's up, boy? Okay, you back now. Go ahead. What you say?
You know, my brother asked me if I wanted to try the wing. You know, this is the little boneless wing. You know, like probably that big chicken. That big. I kid you not. I was so sick for 3 whole days, not realizing that it was the whole meat thing. And that's what kicked it in. I was sick.
Yeah.
Sick. My stomach was hurting. I was every morning I wake up, my stomach was hurting. I go to sleep, my stomach will hurt. That's how bad it was. Ever since that moment, I could never look at meat the same.
Yeah, I heard people tell me stories like that, and I didn't believe them. Until the same exact shit happened to me.
Yourself, right.
The same exact shit.
You just like, well,
see what I was similar to how you did. Like, I cut out all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started with the heaviest shit first because I was eating everything. But see, it's different with me because you said
me and
your
my friends
weight.
used to have challenges of 1 pound burgers and shit. I was eating everything too.
Yeah. Because you said your weight was an indicator to you and how you felt.
Oh man, I was almost 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'm from a family
like
of extremists. And you know what? I'm going to show you why it happens that way. See, some people are what they call endodermic. Look. Some people are what they call endodermic. These people are usually shorter and wider. Some people are mesodermic. These are people that's tall and wide, tall and big. Some people are ectodermic. These tall, skinny motherfuckers. Majority of my family are ectodermic. Like this is the body styles that people usually come in. So everything literally is not for everybody.
Nope.
Watch, I'm gonna show you what that look like.
Well, you
think
say
about shit like
out?
this. Some people are ectodermic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're more like
short and wide. That's me.
Endodermic.
Actually, I'm supposed to be short and skinny, but
look.
But
yeah, look.
Exactly.
See, you're like an endomorphic.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So when you're endomorphic, you can retain weight faster and easier. They pretty much like to stay that same size. And ectomorph, these are the tall, skinny people that you like, man, they eat everything. Why is they tall and skinny?
Why the hell you not fat? Like, yeah, I've met a lot of people like that.
Right, because they're not endodermic.
Yep, exactly.
Endomorphic. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as simple as it sounds. People are like, oh, well, if you go vegan, whatever, you're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to be real skinny. What's your body type right now? Are you endomorphic? If you're endomorphic, you're not going to get like fucking sick skinny. That doesn't happen. Are you mesomorphic? Like this shit is science. You know what I'm saying? We forget. And notice it has morph on the end. So we're going into polymorphisms. You know what I'm saying? We're polymorphic. Like this shit is crazy. So like an indication for me wasn't my weight. You know what I mean? Like I might weigh more now as a vegan than I did when I was a savage because of my eating habits. You know what I'm saying? So
it was more like, for me, it was more weight and like it was a feeling. Like I feel like death, literally. Like, you know, like why? Like I wake up in the mornings with such horrendous stomach pains. Like I thought I was gonna die. Like literally. Like I wake up sometimes thinking I was gonna die on the toilet. But you know, like I know it's different for everybody. Everybody's on a different frequencies, unique to them. It's what their body tells them to do. That's why not everybody's same lifestyle choices reflect on everybody else. So what I eat may be harmful to you, you know?
Absolutely.
It all depends on, it goes back with science. It depends on your body type and who you are, you know? What you created yourself as.
Yeah, and you know what I think about? The movie Soul Food.
Soul Food. I hadn't heard that movie in a long time.
Remember, they had to cut Big Mama's leg off because she got diabetes.
Yeah.
And to commemorate Big Mama's passing, they cooked the same fucking food that gave Big Mama diabetes and threw a fucking dinner.
Yep. So what?
The same fucking food, like.
What happened?
What the fuck?
You're just giving the diabetes more things to control, like.
Yeah, real rap.
You're feeding that dis-ease within you.
So, you know, I don't think it's one front. I think, you know, we got to fight many fronts. Like, we got to fight all flanks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as well as being poisoned in our minds, we're being poisoned in our bodies. We're being poisoned in our culture. So when we think, like, we literally think that's the way we're supposed to eat, and that's
Ooh, a ladybug.
you know,
I haven't seen a
cultural.
ladybug.
It's not. That's really slave food. You eating a fucking bowl of chitlins, that's really slave food. Understand that?
Like that ass.
Like, it ain't no sugarcoating that shit. That's really slave food. You know what I'm saying? That's not our culture. That's not. No, we shouldn't be eating that.
Because
that type of diet came out of colonization.
Because truly, the slaves were really eating herbs. That's what they put within the food that they were given. Herbs, fruit, what is it? Vegetables, all of that. They didn't just eat the meat like some people do, you know?
I know people that don't eat vegetables at all. I know people that don't eat no vegetables at all, that pride themselves
on not
eating no vegetables.
Yeah, I know some people like that.
I can't understand that shit. Then they look at me when I say I only eat vegetables, like I'm fucking crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, man, after seeing some of the shit that they be doing to this food, man, I'm not fucking with that shit, man. Fucking right, I'm a damn vegetarian or vegan, whatever you want to call me, nigga. I'm not eating none of that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop, you know, just willingly trusting all other people, especially our people too, because a lot of them asleep. A lot of us asleep like shit. Yo, I don't eat dinner at my grandmother's house no more. I don't eat dinner at my mother's house no more. I don't eat dinner at my father's house no more. I don't eat dinner damn near nowhere, nobody else like that, because I know that they still indulge in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna try to feed me like they feed themselves. And I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? I came a long way from that, and that shit was hard.
Oh man.
That shit was hard.
It's annoying.
Yeah, that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? So people gonna look at you like you're being extreme. You know what I mean? And it's sad because why would you go down the same road? Like, this is the same reason why they got goddamn diabetes clinics in every black neighborhood you go to. It's the same reason they got all these hospitals, medical centers, dialysis centers in every black neighborhood you go to. Because we don't be giving a fuck. We'll eat damn near anything.
And it ties into the genetics of it too, because you don't realize that the medicine that they use is the medicine for them. Literally. They even tell you that. It's the medicine for them. Their genetics. And if you study Gagu, you study melanin and all that, so you know truly that Jim Crow had it backwards. We're 5/3, not 3/5. So we're still learning if we're taking the medicine and still taking all these diseases from all these people that are less than us, and I'm not saying less than us in any way, shape, or form as in that, but mindset that got actual facts from us and water washed it and now giving it back to us. Why are we still taking that?
Yeah, they have a fewer they have a lower melanin content. They have a lower DNA series. They have lower polymorphism count.
Exactly.
And when we judge our our rates off of their measurements, then we setting ourselves up for failure. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you look at it, if you go to the doctor, I don't even feel like wearing these things. If you go to the doctor and they examine you, they're examining you on their DNA strands.
On their scale, yeah.
If you're high on their DNA strands, that must mean you're low on yours. So if you're sick, as a black person, and go to a European hospital and they tell you you're sick, you must be really, 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 really sick, because you're at the and sometimes they don't even see it in black people. Some melanated beings go to the hospital and they draw their blood and everything and be like, "You're good. There's nothing wrong with you." But that's because you're on the top part of their DNA. Literally everything, all the the bacteria that you have in you is helping. I mean, they don't have it in them. So when they see it, you have all the bacteria that they have, plus more. So if you lose some of that, you still have what they have, and they see you as healthy, not even realizing that you're really sick.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but the thing is, and this is sad because we've been cut off. We've been cut off epigenetically from our greatness.
Oh yeah.
We've been cut off. We think that in order for us to be great, we got to be in a different arena. We can't be great physicians. We can't be great philosophers. We can't be great psychologists.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
What they did in the subconscious mind is put all of those philosophers as someone white, someone Caucasian. And if you see, just like they said, if you see Jesus as a white being, a Caucasian being, what do you think? What are you going to think God is? Psychology. What are you going to think God is in psychology? You're going to think he's a Caucasian being because Jesus, and he said he was his son. So you're going to insist on being, well, that he birthed him, so he must be Caucasian as well. You know, that's why if you Google God, he comes out as a white being.
Yeah, all day, all motherfucking day. And you know, that's the MK Ultra, man. And they're not going to let up out the gas on that because there's so many people still asleep.
Slump.
And you can talk about that shit till you blue in the face. The white people ain't even got to say nothing to you about it. You got black people fighting this shit so much, they do the fighting. And, you know, they just sit back and laugh. You know what I'm saying? They do the fighting.
They turned us against each other, like our own selves, literally.
Yeah. So, you know, we got to take power back. In order for us to take power back, it takes a few of us that can understand this shit to reach out, to keep shining his light. You know what I'm saying? To keep sharing the information. Like, that's why I try my best not to disassociate myself, you know, and make it an I thing and a me thing. It's a we. It's us. It's
thing.
Ours.
Because when you heal yourself, you heal everybody.
There you go. Because I got people in my family that remember when I was a savage dog. They remember I was fucking up Whoppers, double Whoppers, and all that shit. And they're like, damn, well, you don't want that? You don't need that? Man, or, you know, you don't want no Henny? They be like, you don't want no Henny? They be like, you don't want no Henny? This used to be your favorite. You don't want no Henny? Fuck no, I don't want no goddamn Hennessy. Hennessy used to own slaves. Why the fuck would I drink that just knowing that?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Say, like, I know exactly what you mean because, well, I want to say one thing. It's a quote that I made a long time ago that I didn't understand until I was fully conscious. I said, when one comes all, because it does. When one thing happens, everything happens. It's all the same. I wanted to say that. I don't know why. But when I went vegan, like, for real, when I went plant-based, my family was still making food, asking, like, you don't even want to eat this? You don't like the taste of it no more? And I was so past the point of taste on my tongue that I couldn't even see the food that they were making as true food anymore. And I just kept looking, I'm like, I don't know how I ate that. I don't know how I did all this stuff because I see it for what it truly is. It's not real food, it's poison. They even tell you it's poison. They give you the chemical compounds of stuff, like there's certain chemicals that they put in gasoline for cars that they put in cereal. Now, why the fuck would you eat the cereal that has a chemical of gas? You're basically ingesting gas. Harmful to you. Oh, look at the time. It's 1:11. 1:11.
That's nice. Well, that's because they put the cereal in a nice looking box with a bunch of colors in it, put a prize in the bottom of it, make a nice commercial and shit with people running on it, smiling, looking happy. And we buy into the advertising. We don't trust ourselves enough to look and research shit. We don't look into nothing. We just grab shit and eat it. Like, we don't look into nothing. We heavy consumers. And they know that. You know what I'm saying? They know that. They got so many different tricks that they play, these companies, with advertising. Like the word organic. They will put the word organic on a fucking dog, nigga. They don't give a fuck.
Boy, they be putting organic. See, this is the thing I see too. Like, all cells talk to each other. You know that. Everything communicates and shares its DNA with everything. You know, me looking at this tree, I'm sharing my DNA with this tree. So if that's being said, and you have organic food sitting right next to the GMO food, it's just labeled organic. Is it truly organic, or is it still GMO? Because it's still GMO.
Right.
The GMO food that's sitting right next to it has transferred its DNA into the organic food, the so-called organic food, which technically, is it really even organic? I can't even trust the words they tell us anymore, because literally they put the label organic on just about everything, just to make you buy it and to raise the price.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's a markup from the gun box. As soon as you put organic on it, it's extra $5 on that shit. They don't be playing. They don't be playing because they know we playing.
Well,
they ain't got to work that hard. They do not have to work that hard. We eat any fucking thing, yo. Anything. We don't read shit. Like, turn the page. Listen, I started to just eat whole foods. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I would feed a baby. Stuff that I see with a stem on it. Stuff that I knew came from the earth. If I didn't see it come from the earth, and I can't tell that it came from the earth, I don't eat it.
Like, why should you even put it in your body?
Bottom line, I don't need to eat it.
Like you say,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't feed a baby it. Why would you feed yourself it?
Right.
Why?
Right.
Like, there's no point.
Right.
Technically, you are still the baby.
Right.
So, I mean,
you're still the baby. Fucking right.
You're still the baby. You never grew up.
Fucking right. But see, a major component is, you know, we all go to these schools. And in these schools, they teach us contrary to that fact. You know what I'm saying? So we've all been brainwashed. And then that brainwashing gets handed down. It gets handed down. Then we sit at the table together as a family and eat the same bullshit. You know what I mean? So I broke away from the table. I'm one of them rebellious slaves, nigga. I ran away.
I'm a rebel too. I couldn't do it. Like, you know, people will offer you the world too. You got to say no. You just have to say no, because if it isn't right for you, why would you take it?
Yeah.
It was just
how long has it been since you've been? How long has it been since you attended Thanksgiving dinner?
I mean, I attended it, but I bring my own shit.
I don't even go. I don't want to smell no dead flesh.
I honestly don't want to. I honestly don't really care. Honestly, when Thanksgiving happened last time, I think I made my own cheese and I stayed away from the food, and I was just like telling everybody to eat right. Basically, that's really what happened. I didn't even eat that day. I think I fasted that day and ate like a couple chips. Like,
I can't be nowhere near it, dog. Like, I take that as offense to me if I smell dead cooking flesh, nigga. Like, that's offensive to me.
Yeah,
I don't even want to. Like, look, watch this. We're about to go deep. So, you ever been sick and tried to eat something? Like, if your nose is clogged up and you try to eat something, you can't taste it.
Nah, you can't.
Because your taste is not on your tongue. Your taste is located in your olfactories, that's in your nose. So when you smell something, you tasted it.
So when you smell the food, you eat it. I've always known that.
Yes. A particle, a tiny particle of that food went into your nose, touched your olfactories, making you able to taste it. You ate the food.
It also goes into your bloodstream directly.
Yes. Yes.
See, that was the last time. I don't even remember the last time somebody made meat in front of me. other than when I went to like HEB or some random store to buy groceries. So I don't even go there. Honestly, I try to stay away from all this dumb shit that they be doing. But like, even smelling it bothers me. It gives me a headache when I smell it. When I smell death, it gives me a headache.
And you know what's crazy? When you were eating that shit, you used to smell it and say, that smells good.
It smells good. Not even knowing that you're not even smelling the death. You smelling the herbs. You smelling the vegan part of it. That's the thing people don't realize. They take something that's dead and put vegan stuff all over it. All over it.
Right. I'll be like, man, you fucked them string beans up putting that goddamn piece of chicken on there, man.
Like, my grandma used to make beans and put like salt bacon, some random shit. And I'm like, you just messed up that whole pot of beans. You just put death
Take a turkey butt, put the turkey butt in the fucking green. Why would you chop off his fucking butt? That's fucked up, man. Sohail Goddess said no soy. That's right. The soy is high in estrogen. That shit is damn near plastic for real, for real.
For real, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of traps out here, man. There's a lot of traps out here.
Too many traps, man. And it's crazy how stuck you can get and how lost you can actually be. Like, and you won't even realize it because you're stuck in your own paradigm, your own mind, your own crystal.
Yeah. And yo, it's crazy because like when I travel, I was just in Atlanta visiting my uncle. I ain't seen my uncle in 27 years. So I go visit him in Atlanta. And I said, man, take me to the market. As soon as I get there, take me to the market. Because I don't eat the shit you eat. I already know. Take me to the market.
I already know this ain't going to work out eating-wise. I'm going to have to fast. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, so I get to the market and I'm grabbing, all vegetables, man. Give me some
blueberries, strawberries, all the fruits. Yeah, I know that.
Some red cabbage, some red onions, some asparagus, some Brussels sprouts.
Onions, man. I used to hate onions.
Right? Some quinoa.
That's the crazy part. I was one of them people that I didn't hate vegetables, but I hate certain vegetables until I fully dived deep into being plant-based. I didn't realize how good they tasted.
Yo, real shit. And you know what's even deeper? When you eat meat and eat those vegetables, you don't really cook them right. My grandmother used to make Brussels sprouts for me, and I never liked them the way my grandma make them. But now that I'm totally plant-based, I make the Brussels sprouts way different. They taste way better.
And the thing is,
oh, man. There you go.
I had someone that I helped go vegan.
So who?
I had someone that helped me. I helped go vegan, and they even told me. They said, truly, when you eat meat, it's a whole bunch of grease, right? So that grease coats your tongue, so you truly don't even taste those greens. You don't taste that plant. You don't taste all that fruit and what the actual glucose tastes like, what true sugar tastes like, because it's that grease coated your mouth. You got all the grease particles. You know how when you put grease on something, it's so hard to get the grease off. You have to scrub and scrub and scrub, So when you do that, if you eat so much meat, you build up grease. Literally. You can't even truly perceive what the taste would be because that grease is so thick within you. If you think about it, it's really true. Yeah, I know you truly don't taste with your tongue. You taste with your nose. But it's connected. Everything is connected. So when your tongue and your mouth gets filled with grease, what does it do? It fills the hole with your nose and you breathe.
All of your cells. All of your cells get contaminated with the shit. Then your body only heats to 98.6 degrees. So your body is extremely difficult for your body to heat up. To get rid of that grease, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, you need an intercellular scrubbing. You gotta fast from that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You
See,
got to be off of that shit for a
that's why I
while.
couldn't eat veggies. Like I was so stuffed up with grease that I didn't even taste what an onion tasted like. I hated it. I hated that shit. It was nasty to me. I was like, this is like if something had onion in it, I wouldn't even touch it because it was so nasty. Not even realizing that I wasn't truly perceiving the actual flavor of an onion.
And that onion to help cleanse your ass out.
Yeah.
The onion will really cleanse you the fuck out. Nigga, onion to scrub all that shit up.
Exactly.
The onion to scrub up all that shit, man. I love red onions. I love motherfucking turmeric. All that shit scrubs your ass out. Nigga, that shit cleans you out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to really understand that we're behind enemy lines, yo. We're behind enemy lines. You know what I'm saying? And like in my family, I noticed all the men in my family died first. They died before the person that they had children with. All the men in my family died from a disease. All of them. Diabetes, heart disease, cancer, high blood pressure. Every man in my family. You know what I'm saying? So I made a vow that I was going to break that chain. You know what I'm saying? I was going to break that chain. So once I did the research on it, and I went to University of Common Sense with Tim Morrow's. I need to send you that footage. I had to send you something else too. I forgot what it was. Oh, the first Americans were African. I got to send you that joint too, for Brother David Imhotep. But I got into the University of Common Sense with Tim Morrow's, who was dying of diabetes. He was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He realized that his colon was backed up. And they wanted to cut a piece of it off and do all kind of, I'm going to fix it myself. So then he went home and he started to fast. Then he went on these regimens where he would fast and eat certain foods, wouldn't eat late at night, totally healed himself. And from his research, he discovered that just by taking care of your colon, having a healthy colon, you can add 40 years to your life. 40 years to your life. That means you can do everything the fuck else. Just take care of your colon, and you'll add 40 years to your fucking life. So I'm like, shit, something so small as that, you know what I'm saying, will get me out of that range where people in my family, men in my family, haven't been living past 70. Barely making it to 70. You know what I'm saying? So I made that decision that I was going to be that change, you know what I mean? So, you know, we got to look in our epigenetic, our history. Look in your backyard. Look at the men or the women in your family. Look at what's been plaguing your family. Look at what's been inside your lineage. Check out if you're ectodermic, mesomorphic, endomorphic. Look at those criteria, and then you judge how you should diet, when you should eat, what you should eat, what is the healthiest option for you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like in my example, and for my example, my experience, all of my family is tall, skinny, lanky, handsome motherfuckers. And they all died from cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure. So it wasn't a weight indicator. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the indicator for me. What the indicator was for me was that they all dying from a disease. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's mesomorphic or endomorphic, you might see your weight retention. You're retaining a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Look at your crown. Look at your crown, bro. Your crown is a reflection of your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So all of those things are tools. Your body is letting you know. The universe is talking to you right now. We are the universe experiencing itself. Don't disconnect yourself from it. You are it. You don't have a life. You are life. You know what I'm saying? And this is your brother. And I love you because I love myself. Peace.